Welcome to Social Aloe Ministries, where we are committed to glorifying God while exposing the devil. Whenever I weight train, I like to get a source of protein within an hour after exercising, the quote-unquote golden hour. And a part of that is I work out hard, but afterwards the focus shifts to recovery because I need to get rid of the toxins that were built up in my body and also give the muscles a chance to recuperate before working them again. Because if not, I risk causing injury if I work out those muscles without them being fully recovered in time for the next workout. But it also makes me think, how many people leave a relationship and go to another without doing the same things, getting the toxins out of their system, ensuring that they're fully healed before engaging in another relationship? Sometimes people end up in toxic relationship, and actually toxic relationships. But the thing is, they don't end up with toxic people. They are the toxic one because they don't allow themselves time to heal before moving on to another. In fact, sometimes a part of the problem is, and we're going to take this to the playground, to the monkey bar. You know the monkey bar, how you swing from one to another, but you generally hold on to one bar before you let go and hold on to another. Or let me put that down another way. It's like being in a relationship. A relationship is about to come to an end, but you're holding on to that person and you're reaching out for another. You know the relationship that you're in isn't going anywhere and it needs to come to an end. We're just kind of holding on to it until you can hold on to someone else. And next thing you know, for example, social media, you may see that the person's dating someone, and then it switches to someone else. And it's like, whoa, what happened? It's like, that was quick. And that's the monkey bar. Holding on to one person just until you can find someone else to hold on to, and then you let go of that individual. But like I said, this is Social Aloe Ministries. We're here to glorify God and expose the devil. So I'm just here talking about working out. A part of the problem is many people do the old monkey bar with Christ. They have a relationship with Christ, or so they say, but they're still holding on to sins. That is a no-go. It is not going to work. In John 14:15, Jesus said, "If ye love me, keep my commandments." So if you love Jesus, you have to keep his commandments. When you look in 2 Samuel 12, when the Lord sent Nathan the prophet to rebuke David, one of the things that the prophet said was the Lord said David hated him by violating his commandments. David, a man after his own heart, the Lord said David hated him by violating his commandments. And then here in the New Testament, we see how the Lord said that if we love him, that we should keep his commandments. So you can't do the monkey bar thing. You can't hold on to Jesus while still clinging to the devil. And yes, you may have a long-standing relationship with the devil. But if anything, let it be the devil trying to hold on to you as opposed to you holding on to him. Many people are drinking from two different cups. In 1 Corinthians 10, starting verse 20, it states, "But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Ye cannot drink from the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils." I'll say that again. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils. So you have to choose which God you're going to serve. Either the God of this world, the devil, or Jesus. Jesus is not going to share you with an other. In the book of Exodus, the Lord tells us that his name is jealous. So he's a jealous God. And yes, he is jealous for you. And it continues. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? So don't play games with the Lord. It's also written that those who hate the Lord love death. You may think that was just about King Solomon, but it's speaking about the Lord. If you hate the Lord, you love death, because the wages of sin is death. And if you choose the devil, he's the one you're going to spend time with for the rest of your life, for the rest of eternity. And Revelation 20:10, and I'll just read it. I wasn't planning on going there, but I'll read it because I like saying it out loud to remind the kingdom of darkness where they are all going. In Revelation 20:10, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented, day and night, forever and ever. So the devil, he is going to be tormented, along with all of his followers, in hell, forever and ever. Which is even more incentive, or it's a part of the incentive package to not follow Christ. So if you're doing this monkey bar thing, on this day, choose which God you're going to serve. There's an exercise called the Hercules hold. It's basically standing between two things that are going in opposite directions, and the person has to hold those things. But the thing is, it gets to a point where the person has to let go at least one of those things or get ripped apart. And many people are wavering between gods. Big no-no. In 2 Corinthians 6, starting verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? And what concord hath Christ with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God hath said, I will dwell in them, and will walk in them. And I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. So if you're doing this monkey bar thing with relationships, earthly relationships, please stop it. Or else you're going to end up being the toxic one in relationships. And you may get so toxic where you start blaming other people that you're in toxic relationships, not realizing that you're the one, because of your monkey bar activities, have been bringing toxicity into relationships. And definitely, when it comes to the Lord, you cannot say that you're a Christian while dabbling in other things. Horoscopes, no go. Seeking psychics, mediums, no go. You cannot be a partaker of the table of the Lord and the table of devils. So don't do that monkey bar maneuver on anyone, and most definitely do not do it with the Lord.